There's no separation between your experience and another person's experience. The separation only lies in the channel through which you're experiencing it and the mental projections that you and that other person are putting on that experience. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of ShiShi Meditations. And today I'm coming at you live from Washington Square Park. And in this short video, I want to share a meditation technique that I learned today. And it's a non-dual meditation technique, which basically means that you are trying to open up and expand your awareness of the world with the ultimate goal of basically collapsing the separation between you as the observer and whatever object that you're observing. And that object could be something that you see, it could be a thought that goes through your head that you become mindful of, it could be an emotion that you experience in your body, it could be a physical sensation you experience in your body, it could be any sense perception like feeling, hearing, tasting, or smelling. So instead of ranting at you guys for 5 minutes, I figured it would be more constructive to just do the exercise with you. So if you feel up for it, it'll be about 3 minutes, and I'll get started right now. So you can keep your eyes open and notice an object in the room. And notice that everything that you perceive, whether it's through one of your 5 senses, whether it's through thought, whether it's through an intuition, whether it's through an emotion, or whether it's through a physical sensation, is all happening through your awareness. No matter what it is, you're becoming aware of it. And these different ways of perceiving things, senses, thoughts, are akin to basically like different channels through which your awareness can filter into the world and negotiate with reality. So what I want you to do is keep your eyes open and focus on some object in the room. So I'm going to do this with you right now with the camera that my cameraman is holding. So as you focus on the object, just look at it. Try to not think about it, but actually look at it. Try to focus your awareness through your faculty of sight. And now, once you've looked at it for 5 to 10 seconds, I want you to now switch your awareness and become aware of all of the sounds that you can hear currently in this moment. So you're still seeing the camera, but now you're no longer looking at it in the same way that you were when you were consciously perceiving it with your sight. Now your focus, your attention is on the sounds that you can hear. And now switch back to looking at the camera, or looking at the object, which is a camera for me. So switch back from noticing all the sounds that you can hear to now looking at the camera again. And just at your own pace, alternate between looking at an object, perceiving the world through sight, versus hearing the sound. Try to alternate and try to become very keenly aware of what that difference is like in that moment of changing. Where does your awareness go when you're looking and then suddenly you switch to hearing? And if this sounds a little bit difficult to grasp, I totally understand. It's a very nuanced style of meditation and awareness. And the best, I guess, way to describe it is, imagine you're sitting at home in your room and all of a sudden you hear a super loud noise. Maybe it's something outside, or a glass breaks and shatters. In that split second that noise hits your eardrums, your awareness is fully in sound. You're not thinking for that second. Your eyes may be open, but you're not actively using sight to perceive anything with your visual faculties. You're just fully immersed in sound. So, and in the same way, if you're walking down the street and you see something super visually appealing, then for that split second, you're only looking before the thoughts rush in, before the sounds and everything else comes in. So that's what I'm asking you to do in this exercise, is to try to bring that same level of awareness that would happen when something from the outside would cause that, but consciously, with intention. And the purpose of this exercise is really just to explore how ultimately, no matter how we're perceiving the world, whether it's through thought, whether it's through sight or sound or whatever, 99% of the time, it's an unconscious process of our awareness moving through our different ways of perception, whether it's the faculty of our senses or our thoughts or our emotions. And in that way, we're not actually doing anything in the way that we might think we are. And I know, again, that this is a little bit nebulous and might be a little nuanced for some people to grasp. And honestly, for me, it's even just talking about it, it's a little confusing. But the best way to glimpse this is to practice it, and to start to see with practice over time, just a few minutes a day or whatever, that ultimately it's your awareness that is doing things that you think you're doing. It's your awareness that's perceiving, not you. And that awareness is the same awareness that, if you're talking to somebody, is perceiving you through them. And so in that way, there's no separation between your experience and another person's experience. The separation only lies in the channel through which you're experiencing it and the mental projections that you and that other person are putting on that experience. So I encourage you to try this out. It's, again, a kind of a nuanced technique, but once you start to get a little bit of a taste for it, it can really help with things like social anxiety and feeling like you're kind of watching yourself when you're talking to someone, that voice in your head that's monitoring whether you're doing the right thing, because you start to realize that the awareness that is animating your senses and your perceptions is the same awareness that's animating the other person's senses and perceptions. And ultimately, you guys both want the same thing, which is love. But that's a whole other topic. So I hope this experience was at least insightful or even just confusing. And if you went through it, I give you props, because again, it's not the most easy thing to grasp. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.